Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're heading to Dallas, Texas, to explore the incredible story of one of the biggest, longest running, and most iconic fairs in the entire country, the State Fair of Texas. From corn dogs and car shows to football and Big Tex himself, the State Fair of Texas is a celebration of Lone Star pride that draws millions every year. But it also has a fascinating history that stretches back nearly a century and a half. Let's dive into it. It all starts back in the late 1800s, when Dallas was eager to put itself on the map. In 1886, a group of Dallas businessmen formed the Dallas State Fair and Exposition. They purchased 80 acres just east of downtown Dallas, where they built fairgrounds complete with a racetrack, exhibition halls, and grandstands. The very first fair opened its gates in October 1886. Visitors arrived by horse-drawn wagons, carriages, and early streetcars to see livestock competitions, horse races, and industrial exhibits. It was such a success that rival businessmen quickly started a competing fair just across town called the Texas State Fair and Exposition. Two fairs in one city didn't make much sense, so by 1887, the two groups decided to merge, creating one unified fair, the State Fair of Texas. They consolidated on the original grounds, which we now know as Fair Park, and Dallas was officially home to the largest fair in the state. By the turn of the 20th century, the fair was becoming a true Texas tradition. Farmers came to show off prized livestock and crops. Companies displayed new technologies, from steam engines to early automobiles. It was also a huge social event. People dressed in their Sunday best to see parades, attend dances, and hear orchestras play under pavilions lit by electric lights, a marvel at the time. Through the decades, the fair grew right alongside Dallas. In 1913, it introduced its first auto show, a tradition that continues today. By the 1920s, airplane exhibitions and thrill rides were drawing ever larger crowds. Then came the Texas Centennial Exposition in 1936, celebrating 100 years of Texas independence. The state poured millions into upgrading Fair Park, building the stunning Art Deco buildings that still stand today. The Hall of State, the Cotton Bowl Stadium, and the Esplanade fountains all date from this era, turning Fair Park into one of the most architecturally unique fairgrounds in the world. The Cotton Bowl, by the way, opened in 1930 and soon became a centerpiece. It hosted epic football rivalries, including the legendary annual Showdown between Texas and Oklahoma, known as the Red River Showdown, right in the middle of fair season. That tradition started in 1929 and is still one of college football's most exciting weekends. World War II brought a pause to the fair, as Fair Park was converted into a military induction center. But when peace returned, so did the fair, bigger and better than ever. In 1952, the fair introduced what would become its most famous icon, Big Tex, a 52-foot tall cowboy with a booming voice who greets visitors with a hearty howdy, folks. Big Tex was originally a giant Santa Claus in a small West Texas town, before being transformed into the towering cowboy we know today. Big Tex has been through a few changes, most dramatically in 2012, when he caught fire and burned down. But by the next year, a new and improved Big Tex was back, standing tall to welcome fairgoers once again. So what makes the State Fair of Texas so special? For one, it's one of the longest running fairs in the country, stretching across 24 days every fall, usually starting in late September and running through most of October. That's longer than almost any other major state fair. It's also massive. Each year, over 2 million people walk through the gates. They come for everything from pig races and butter sculptures to carnival rides and nightly concerts. And of course, you can't talk about the State Fair of Texas without talking about the food. This is the place that gave the world the corny dog, created by Carl and Neil Fletcher in 1942. It's now simply called a corn dog everywhere else. Over the years, the fair has become famous for fried food creativity. Fried Oreos, fried butter, fried Coke. If you can eat it, someone at the fair has probably figured out how to fry it. The fair is also a showcase for Texas industry. The auto show remains one of the largest new car expos in the Southwest, where manufacturers show off the latest models and concepts. Livestock competitions are still at the heart of the fair, just like they were in the 1880s. Young Texans show off their prize steers, pigs, and lambs, hoping to take home blue ribbons and scholarships. Through it all, the fair has become a symbol of Texas culture. It's where families come back year after year, where first dates ride the Ferris wheel, where alumni gather for the Texas OU game, and where Big Tex keeps watch over it all. Fair Park itself is now a National Historic Landmark District, Home to the largest collection of Art Deco exposition buildings in the U.S., many of these structures still house museums and events year-round, from the Texas Discovery Gardens to the African American Museum. So from its start in 1886 as a modest exhibition of livestock and cotton, to the enormous celebration of Texas pride it is today, the State Fair of Texas has grown into something truly special. It's a place where tradition meets spectacle, where corny dogs meet cutting-edge cars, and where millions come together every fall to say, "Howdy folks," right alongside Big Tex. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this look at the history of the State Fair of Texas, give it a like, subscribe for more stories from Texas and beyond, and drop a comment telling us your favorite thing to do or eat at the fair, whether it's the concerts, the funnel cakes, or just taking that annual selfie with Big Tex. We'll see you in the next one.